Let's return to doing some small footwork by practicing some paddle and row combinations. In this first paddle and row combination, we're going to move the one. So initially, our one is going to be on the heel dig. After it's on the heel dig, it's going to move to the heel drop. And then it's going to move to the toe dig, and then it's going to move to the spank. So again, we know our paddle and row has 4 elements to it. It has a heel dig, followed by a spank, then a toe dig, and then a heel drop. Make sure that you are releasing on that heel drop so that this foot here is ready for the next sound. In this case, it's going to be a heel dig. We also know from level 2 work that our paddle and rows can start on the back heel drop. In this exercise, we're not only going to move it from the heel dig to the heel drop, but we're also going to see it placed in the toe dig position and in the spank position. We're going to do this by adding a sound every time we do a paddle and row, by adding an extra heel drop. I'm going to turn away so you can follow along with me. Watch where the double heels come and move, thus moving the one. And then we would be ready to reverse the whole pattern. So the double heels can come at any point once the paddle and row gets started. Generally, I tend to put it toward the end of the 4-count phrase, so you can experiment with doing it that way. I think I'm going to be doing it very close to the way the book is doing it, but I want you to take some creative license here. And so long as you're putting those double heels in between the initial single sound, 1, 1, 1, or 1, you'll see that the 1 is going to move. Let me do it on the left, and I'll try to accent that 1 every time it changes. 1. 1. 1. 1. And then I would be ready again to do it on the right side. So did you notice how I was dropping the heels? Sometimes I drop them in the middle of the phrase, sometimes I put them closer to the end. Again, wherever you decide to put them is fine, so long as you put in that extra sound to move the one. I'm going to roll them now, starting on my right with a heel dig and moving right into my left side. Good. Now we're going to continue our paddle and row workout. I know I'm sweating. I think hopefully you are getting a good workout too. This time though, we're going to add different sounds to our paddle and row. So instead of just moving the one and keeping the 4 elements, we're going to add sounds so that the paddle and row moves from a 4 sound to a 5, to a 6, to a 7, and to an 8. Again, many teachers across the world have their own paddle series. And this one I saw at some point probably 20 or 30 years ago. And since then I've been adjusting it and changing it. But certainly, I just want to say this is not unique. Many other teachers add sounds to their paddles, but this is one that you might be able to practice in the comfort of your home. Let's look at it. So the 4 sound, we're going to start with a heel drop, is this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to do the 5 sound paddle, we're going to add another heel drop. Let's look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 5 sound. The 6 sound doubles up on the heel toe, kind of the paddle part of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7 adds a shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 8 sound adds a tip and a heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also a flap at the end there. To connect the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, we're going to add another heel at the end. 3 heels actually, to be able to transfer and start over again on the other foot. So let's go over it slowly. I'm going to turn away. We're going to do the 4 sound, then the 5 sound, then the 6, the 7, and the 8. We're going to do 1 of each. I'm going to count while we're doing it so you can identify the 5, the 6, the 7, and the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then change. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then change. Then the left heel is ready to drop. Let's try it now at that same tempo, but without stopping between each of the paddles. Did you see that? So you may want to practice at that tempo, connecting the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sounds for a while. But once you've practiced it, let's see if we can increase the tempo. Is that getting better? Now let's try it one more time, a little bit faster. Great. I think that is going to make your footwork be really nice and clear and articulate the more you practice these small rhythm combinations. This third paddle and row combination for our level 3 dancers also moves the 1, just like the first one did, only this time it's going to be done in triplet time, and we're going to make 1 heel dig, and then the second time around 2 heel digs, and then the third time around 3 heel digs. And again, you're going to find teachers around the world creating their own unique paddle and row combinations. This is one you can practice to help perfect and fine-tune your small footwork. Let's look at it slowly. First, let's think about what triplet paddle and rows are going to sound like. Here we go. Let's just take a roll of triplet sounds. So we're going to go 1 and a 2, and we'll start with the heel drop. Did you hear the triplet feel there? Let's start it with the spank now. Now let's start it with the heel drop. Now let's start it with the toe. And I think the only place we didn't put it is out here. Let's try it there. And the up on that case. All right, now this exercise involves doubling and then tripling up on each of the single sounds. So again, we're going to look first at this heel dig. Let's start it and go very slowly. I'm going to do it facing the side so you can see the action. Every time my right foot does a heel, it's going to do 1. The next time through, it's going to do 2. And then the next time through, it's going to do 1, 2, 3. Now let's do it in triplet time. 1, and 2, and 3. Now we're going to begin with the spank. 1, now we're going to start with the toe. Now we're going to start with the heel drop. want to say that those spanks need to start in front of you. 1, 2, 3, so they don't go back right away. Then you have nowhere to go. Because remember, when you have to do that triple one, it's got to have somewhere to go. So just release the toe and let it come back 3 times. I'm going to turn away, and let's see if we can do it nice and slow. And we'll just keep changing the tempo as we get a little bit more confident with it. Let's start with our right heel dig. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8 and a 1 and a 2, a 4, a 7 and a 8 and a 1, a 4, a 7 and a 8 and a 1, a 4, a 7 and a 8 and a 1, a 4, a 7 and a 8 and a 1, a 4, a 7 and a 8 and a 1, a 4, a 7 and a 8 and a 1, a 4, a 7 and a 8 and a. Let's give it another shot. Let's try it a little bit faster, but I'm going to start on the left foot this time. There you go. I'm going to stop there.